Tampa Bay. You picked
Yeah,
Indy. I'll give you that.
yeah,
I
and I picked the Bengals too, Corey.
The Bengals was a good pick. I will give you that. I am a firm believer of the Bengals now.
Corey,
They ball.
I'm killing y'all in this league.
Man, come on,
Corey,
dog.
come on,
You done
you got
had one good week, and all of a sudden you killing everybody.
Corey. How's it one good week? Like, okay, we can keep
Man,
going
come
back.
on.
Look, listen, I'm winning in Lamar's Pick'em league. I'm number one.
I'm trying to figure out how the hell I didn't get in the pick'em league.
I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't get invited because y'all know what was gonna happen.
Corey,
Y'all,
look, Corey,
y'all.
look at your
All
look
right.
at your week. Do we need to go back one more week?
I had one bad week. Go back
Okay,
one more
yeah,
week.
go back one more
Guarantee
week.
you, I won
Okay,
that week.
okay,
Hold on,
So
let me look.
so just for
Let
the
me look.
record, right? You missed 7 for this
I
last
did
week.
miss 7 this week. That's my worst week, by
I
far.
only missed 2, right? Like, look at this. I picked Cleveland. They won. I picked Green Bay. I picked Kansas City just like everybody else did. I missed that upset. So that's 1. I picked
That wasn't
Atlanta.
even.
I
Is
picked
that
New
is that,
England.
is that still an upset?
I no, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about how bad Kansas City looked, but and I picked Carolina. That was the only 2 I missed. When when everybody saw that I picked Cincinnati, y'all called me stupid.
I
Y'all
didn't
called
call
me
you
stupid,
stupid.
man.
I said it was a smart pick, but I wasn't going to take them over Baltimore, and I was
Yeah,
wrong.
trap game.
It wasn't even
So
a trap game. That was an ass whooping.
it was. It was.
Trap games are close. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of them games. But the Bengals have what, 2 losses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you my philosophy on how I pick them throughout the week. The first thing I do is find the upset. It's an upset every week. Every week is an upset, and I find the upset first, and then I pick the rest of them.
Okay, go back one more week. I think
All right, go back.
I may have missed one game the
Okay,
week before that.
so you got 7. You missed 7 on last week. I only missed 2.
Uh huh.
So
Uh
we go
huh.
back one more week, right? Let
I
me
missed. I see 3 already. I missed on that week, but close games. But I missed them. The first ones. No, you know what? It was a big one I missed. I didn't even realize that I missed a big one. The first game, the Miami Jacksonville game. Jacksonville got their first win. Did you freeze? Or you? What'd you do? Or what did I do? I think Mail might be frozen, y'all. But so last week it was Tampa and Philly. I picked Tampa. Miami and Jacksonville got their first win, and that was kind of surprising. Green Bay, Chicago, that wasn't even close. Aaron Rodgers told everybody in Chicago that he owns them. Cincinnati and Detroit. I picked Cincinnati, of course. Houston, Indianapolis. I picked Indy. The Rams and the Giants. I picked the Rams. Kansas City and Washington. I picked Kansas City. Minnesota and Carolina. That game was super close, but I picked Minnesota. They won. The Chargers and Baltimore. I missed that one.
Okay, so how many did you miss in week 6? Because week 7 you missed 7.
In week six, I missed the Miami Jacksonville game. I missed that one.
Well, I can't tell if you missed or not because you marked both of them.
No, I didn't. It says my picks are in dark red. Read the message underneath.
Why would you even do that? Okay, all right.
Because I did.
So you picked
I picked.
Miami
I picked Miami. Yeah.
and who
And
and Jacksonville won
and
that one.
Jacksonville won.
All right,
Jacksonville's
so
one
that's
win.
one.
Right. And
I
then the next one
see.
that I missed is I missed the Chargers in Baltimore because I
Okay,
picked the Chargers. I
okay.
thought the Chargers was winning that. And then
That's
I
2.
picked and then I missed the Raiders
Vegas
in
and Denver.
Denver.
That's
I missed
3.
that one. And that's it.
3.
Oh, no, I missed Buffalo and Tennessee. Remember that game Josh Allen slipped and fell.
Okay, 4. All right,
I
so
missed
so
4.
so
So
you
I
got
need your
4 in
pick.
week 6. So that's a good week for you. Missing 4.
Who is Bobo the Fool? It's supposed to be Boo Boo. Boo Boo is Booboo.
Yeah, he definitely spelled it wrong. But look, let me count mine. So you missed 4 in week 6. All
That's
right.
me.
So
Bobo.
I missed Jacksonville and Miami. That's 1.
I know you did.
Who won, Carolina or Minnesota?
Minnesota won last second field goal.
Okay, so I missed that one. I picked Carolina. That's 2.
Mm-hmm.
I picked Baltimore over the Chargers. I'm good on that. I
Okay.
picked Arizona. I picked Vegas. I picked Dallas. Picked Pittsburgh. So I only missed 2. And I missed 3. I picked Buffalo.
So you missed one. Okay.
I
That's
missed
about
3.
right.
You missed 4. So it
Right.
don't matter. It don't matter how far back in the weeks we go,
Boy,
Corey.
stop.
I'm whooping. I'm
Boy,
whooping.
stop.
I only
Boy,
missed 2
stop.
last week, and I
That's
missed
more
3
like
in
it.
week 6.
I can accept one that week, like week 6. Week 7, I missed 7 games. That's a fluke. That'll never happen again.
And
you know what else was a fluke?
What's that?
What?
You beat me in fantasy football.
Hey, Corey, Corey.
Hey,
I'm so
Slim.
proud of you, brother.
Slim gotta go home.
Speaking of flukes,
Slim gotta go home.
Corey. I
Bruh.
sure appreciate that, brother. I'm proud of you.
Man,
I'm proud of you
I got-
beating them men in that fantasy.
I gotta get back on. I gotta get back on in the swing of things. Hey,
Yeah,
Slim. When I saw that it was raining in that Seattle New Orleans game, I was like, it's a wrap.
Hey,
It's a
I
wrap.
broke some shit. I'm telling you.
It's
I broke
done.
some shit, right?
I needed Collins to get 20 points so I can win.
Yeah.
I needed him to get 20 points, man. He did not come through for me. Christopher LaCour, you and Cora might have the worst fantasy season I've seen in a long time in fantasy.
No, because he got more points than I do. Everybody on my roster is hurt. Everybody's on injured reserve.
Hey, you picked them.
I did.
You picked them. This might be one of the worst fantasy years I've seen from any manager. It's pretty bad.
Everybody I got, and I got some good draft picks, and they all hurt.
You are what your record is.
It's pretty bad.
Hey, you're only as good as your last game, Slim.
That's true. Hey, look, I told Slim. I said you ain't playing, man. You winning games, and you only scoring 100. You about to drive straight, Slim. I'm telling you. You're not about to keep getting
only
away.
beat who's right in front of me.
Oh, hey,
Slim.
Hey, well, he ain't played me
Slim
yet. You ain't played me yet. Slim. I'm averaging about 150, 160 a game.
When do I play you? I need to
Slim.
mark that on my calendar. Huh?
Slim, both of my quarterbacks are gone. Both of them. So I picked up Matt Jones. And the only reason I picked up Matt Jones is because they was playing the Jets. He scored 24.58, and Lamar Jackson scored exactly 24.58.
And he didn't throw it to Jacoby and scoring those points.
Yes. So both of your running backs scored a combined total of 27 points. Both of my running backs scored a combined total of 17 points. So I was like, I'm about to lose. But AJ Brown finally got back in the season. He finally got back in the season. That's the one that got me.
Yeah. I'm still waiting on Julio Jones to give me a touchdown.
He scored 30 points. Robbie Anderson scored 4 points again. For the season, this Joker has scored a grand total of 55.7 points.
Hey, he could have done that as a punt returner.
That's what I'm saying. And then Corey Davis. Hey, everybody else I got, I mean, like on the bench, well, Russell Gage finally came back. He gave me 19 points. So I do have him on the bench. But everybody else, my totals on the bench, no points. I don't have any options.
All right, so
everybody I got is hurt.
Yeah. You pretty bad, man. So let's get started with what's going on in week 7. Lamar, you got some background noise.
Yeah, I got
it. Let's get started with week 7. But first, this episode is brought to you by the Sports Cave. Hey, if you are military and you in the San Diego area and you can get to the Camp Pendleton base, the Sports Cave got a really good storefront on the Camp Pendleton base, man. Everything you see that I wear sports affiliated, it came from the Sports Cave. Everything you see behind me came from the Sports Cave. So go and check them out on the Camp Pendleton base. If you're not military, but you are in the San Diego area, they'll bring the experience to you because they also have a mobile truck that they go all around this area in San Diego. And you can find them also on IG at Sports Cave 310 or sportscave.com on the net, man. Who hit me on the
He be
private
all
chat?
over SoCal, man.
Oh
Be
yeah,
all over SoCal.
yeah. Because I think he actually live closer to where you at, Corey.
That's what I was
He
gonna
live
say.
out
I
there.
think he live up here in probably like in the Orange County area somewhere, which
He
is
like
not that far
Kawhi
from
Yeah,
here.
so he be everywhere. But let's do it. And let's talk about the biggest story first. How freaking bad do the Chiefs look? How bad do Mahomes look, man? How do y'all see them getting out of this situation? Give me your thoughts.
I saw online somewhere, can't remember, where some dude made a $250 bet that the Chiefs wouldn't make the playoffs. And right now
$250?
he put $250 down. Right
Oh
now
shoot.
he is, if the season ended today, he would make right around $27,000.
Can't be mad at that at
That's
all.
how confident everybody was in the Chiefs. You know what I mean? Making
Right.
the playoffs. I think Patrick Mahomes is pressing.
Right.
I think that he's trying to win the game with every throw. It's not working at all, and I think he's frustrated. I think he has a lot of outside entities. We talked about that last week with his crazy ass brother and his best friend, which happens to be his wife. I think he's got a whole lot of distractions, and if they don't do something fast, which I don't think they can do it this season, I think it would have to be something that they do next season. They gonna waste him, and Andy Reid is gonna end up getting fired. Is what's gonna happen.
You think so?
But
They won't fire. They won't. He bought. What, is that their first Super Bowl?
season?
He ain't gonna fire now.
Yeah. So the season goes bad this season, they'll give him this season. But if they start doing the same stuff next season, nah. They're gonna have to bring a defense in though. And Pat gonna have to restructure for them to be able to afford it. Now, is he willing to do that? We'll see. But they're gonna have to bring in some sort of defensive help. Because right now you can't do that. They played, Tennessee just ran the ball down their throat.
Yeah, they did. And Henry didn't even have a huge game, man. Like that was
Didn't
passing
have
on
to.
and everything. Yeah, all he did was, hey, look, we and look, they ran the ball even though Henry wasn't breaking off the big Derrick Henry type run. And they just said, look, man, we're gonna stay with the game plan and we're gonna keep running.
Yeah.
Coincidence, you sent me an invite. Coincidence, huh? Coincidence.
I forgot.
What's going on?
But
coincidence.
They started out, so Kansas City, of course, I started off watching that game, but I changed it pretty quick.
Hell, CBS changed it. No worries. CBS
they did change it. Kansas City lined up 8 in the box to try to stop the run, which I don't blame them. You know what I mean? So they just started lobbing the ball over to AJ Brown.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready, I can go a whole 2 weeks on what's wrong with them sorry ass motherfuckers.
All right, so let's go to Slim first, and then we go to the KC fan.
No, I'm mad they didn't do that in the Super Bowl.
Which one? The one they won?
Yeah, the one they won, because you saw it. I mean, think about it. The Super Bowl against Tampa Bay, we saw signs of it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we definitely did.
I'm starting to think I was part of that hype. Premature Patton.
Yeah.
I thought that dude could get anybody out of anything. He looked at that Super Bowl running up to when they played Tampa Bay, I thought a defense, why you need it. I could see how they made that mistake of not investing in no defense.
Yeah.
Why not? We got freaking Aaron Rodgers 2.0 back there.
Yeah.
So I mean,
wait
a minute. What is homeboy and them doing? They're not playing Le'Veon Bell and them at all.
No, Le'Veon Bell is in Baltimore.
No, but he's talking about when he was with Kansas City. They didn't use him. They didn't use him.
Josh Gordon. That's what I'm thinking.
That's Andy Reid. And they ain't even using Josh Gordon, bro. That's Andy Reid, bro.
I'm interested to see why they not using him, man. Is he not ready? Is the playbook that complicated?
They say they don't know the playbook, but here's what's not that complicated. What's not that complicated is you throw him out there, and Patrick Mahomes just tell him what route to run.
Just throw it up to him.
You tell him what route. You can tell him what route to run in the huddle. That's an easy fix.
They do it all the time. I mean,
yeah.
Shit, I don't even see like he what at 15 plays. Do we even get that?
He ain't even getting that, bro.
No.
Josh Gordon might be lucky if he get like 5 snaps right now.
Yeah, I don't even remember. I don't seen him so little. I don't even know what number he wears.
Yeah, he 19, but he better off staying at home.
You need that 12 back, man.
So whenever y'all ready, I go ahead and light this bitch up on them sorry ass motherfuckers, man.
Go ahead, man.
Let's hear it.
Well, Slim, you're not wrong, and neither are you, Corey. And matter of fact, Mel's been saying this since the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Kansas City needs to get to a balanced offense. That's so pretty much whatever I'm about to say has been said a million times, is gonna get repeated a million times until they do it. All right. Run the ball, and run the damn ball.
So the only problem with that, right?
Yeah.
Besides
what's funny is that it sounds like Kansas City and Dallas just turned the tables. They just switched spots, right?
That's exactly what they did.
So it is hard to run down 21-0. It's hard to be. Yes, it is. It's hard to be patient enough to run at 21-0, especially when you got this gun back here at quarterback that I know that can get me back in the game in 3 throws.
Not if you got a whole second half. They were down. They were down big already in the second quarter.
It was 27-3 at the half. That's why CBS cut the channel on y'all.
Hey, question.
I haven't seen that in a long time where they just change games.
Well, I mean, look, it's a big combination of things. The defense, I'll give them some credit. When you hold Derrick Henry under 100 yards, he got 89 yards, 29 carries, but it was still the fear of Derrick Henry that why they still put 8 in the box, and they made Tannehill look like he was Dan Marino on Sunday.
Tannehill did look good.
We were talking about this at work. In order to beat Tennessee, because Tennessee is rolling now. That shit is tough to stop.
Yeah,
in order to beat them, you have to 150% commit to stopping the run, but you have to have corners that can play man to man
against AJ and Julio.
Wide receivers against AJ Brown and Julio Jones.
That's a lot to ask.
Going to be hard to do.
That's a lot to ask. So you take KC's problem right now. The defense, I don't care how you stack it up. They're in the bottom of every defensive category. Every last one of them. They are either 31st, 32nd, or 30th or 29th. They're in the bottom of every defensive category. They're not creating turnovers. They're not getting sacked. So that's the defense is one big problem. We know about that. We knew about that right. for the last 8 years that Andy Reid's been in Kansas City. We knew about that. Now you compile it with the offense isn't sustaining drives. They're having hella turnovers, which is uncharacteristic. They're the offensive line started good, but now it's starting to look a little shaky. So Mahomes isn't getting time. But then the biggest part of it is the biggest contributor to the turnovers is the quarterback. The biggest contributor to the mistakes is Patrick Mahomes. So, and not even touching on just the player aspect of the offense, it's some coaching involved in this shit too. Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy, for some reason, refuse to adjust. The league has caught up, and I hate this saying that people finally figured out Patrick Mahomes. I don't think that's true. What the NFL has done, the NFL has caught up to how the Chiefs play offense, and the Chiefs
and it's the same thing though.
No,
the same thing as catching up with Pat Mahomes.
No, it's two different things.
Not at all.
Not at all.
It's the same thing.
It's not.
No, it's not. It's not.
Let me ask you a question.
We seen that offense before.
Did the NFL ever catch up to how New England played offense with their short passing game, run the ball, and take deep shots? Did anybody ever catch up with it?
Yes.
Want to know why they want to know why they didn't catch up with it? Because
yes, they did catch up with it. Yes, they did catch up with it. And I tell you, there's an interview.
That's the same offense running with Mac Jones.
There's an interview with Rodney Harrison, right? And he said everybody knows that we only run 8 plays. It's just what are you gonna do to stop it? Okay. It's the sequence. So it's the sequence of plays,
how you do it,
how they call them, and how they do it. Everybody knows. Everybody knows that one, the Chiefs play outside in, which they play downfield and they work themselves in. Tampa Bay wrote a blueprint on how to stop their downfield passing.
Yes.
The Chiefs have still said, and it's true this season as well, that we don't give a damn what you do. We still gonna throw the ball downfield, and it's not gonna work.
Yeah, yes.
You have to get somebody in there that will change the sequence of plays, change the pattern. It's not stopping the quarterback; it's just stopping the offense.
I get it, but
no, you don't.
It goes hand in hand. I do get it. It goes hand in hand. If we all know that New England is going to do it the way they do it, but it doesn't work with Mac Jones and anybody else, it only works with Brady. It's the same thing as saying if I figure out that, I've also figured out Brady, because that's what he's doing. That what you just described that Kansas City plays like is directly proportional to the attitude of Mahomes. That's how he plays.
No.
It's exactly how he plays.
If there is nothing,
that's how he plays.
And this is why I hate trying to explain this to people. Listen to what I'm saying.
Wait.
How can I throw short if we have no short routes called?
Corey.
That's one of my points.
No.
Thank you, Lamar.
Pat Mahomes.
Thank you.
What's killing them the most is the turnover. Like no play calling did not make Pat Mahomes pick up a first down and then try to get more and fumble.
Oh no. I'm not blaming that.
That's not what anybody's saying.
Listen, play calling did not make Pat Mahomes take a sack and fall almost parallel to the deck and still try to get rid of the ball. And he's done it 3 times in the last 4 games. He continues to do that. That's what's getting them out of the ball game. That's what's got him.
Did you not hear what I said? Did you not hear what I said when we first started?
This play style that you're saying that is on the offense is directly proportional to how that quarterback wants to play football.
But did you not hear what I said when we first started this conversation? But did you not hear what I said when we first started this entire conversation? That he's pressing, trying to win. We're trying to win on every throw.
He's definitely pressing.
So, yes, he's pressing. It's not because anybody's figured him out. It's because they're losing.
Oh, they definitely figured him out.
And they
definitely figured him out.
No, they haven't.
They
haven't figured him out. They figured out that whack ass offense that they run. You have to change things up.
They definitely figured it out.
Look. No. Mahomes is pressing. There's no doubt about it. Everybody can see it. He's pressing. But like I said, when you got your defense that's ranked in the bottom of every statistic, you're going to press. But
that's an excuse.
No. Hold on. I'm not using that as an excuse. I'm not using that as an
conflicting
excuse.
Things though, Lamar.
No.
Y'all using conflicting. Y'all saying they didn't figure out Mahomes, it's the offense they figured out. However, Mahomes is pressing, and that's the issue.
No.
Pressing? No,
but hold on. You hold on, Mel.
It's on. If he's pressing, that's on him.
So Mel, let me ask you this. When you have an issue, there's a multitude of things that can add up to the major issue.
Yes.
This is what's happening.
If
I can't
him pressing is one of the things that's adding to the issue. Turnovers is adding to the issue. Offensive line not being consistent is adding to the issue. Play calling is adding to the issue. That horrible defense is adding to the big issue of why the Chiefs are not going right now.
That's the main issue. And because that defense is booty cheeks, right? You feel like as the quarterbacks, you have to score every play. You got to score on every drive. If you don't score, because my defense ain't gonna hold shit.
Ain't gonna stop nothing.
They not. So now I'm seeing, like, I'm looking at situations where normally I wouldn't even throw the ball, but I feel like I have to throw the ball
now
because I have to take a chance to score. Because once we turn this ball over, my defense ain't gonna stop shit. This is not
doing that this year.
This is not rocket science. But their defense just started playing their trash this year.
No. That defense been trash. That defense been trash.
Not like they are this year.
It's been an issue.
No, not like they are this year. Not like they are this year.
Hey, Corey, it's been an issue. I just think at this point that that it's not happening now because opposing teams' defenses seeing that this is the same offense that Andy Reid and Mahomes keep running since 2018 when he first started.
Mm-hmm.
You can't run the same offense.
It's the same offense that he was running with Donovan McNabb and Michael Vick and all them. Go back and look at the film.
And
what it is in Kansas City is you couldn't stop it. Tampa Bay showed you if you put an extra high safety and you take away the middle of the field, they're done.
Yeah, but that's what teams was trying to do that previously before Tampa Bay.
No, they wasn't. Nobody was running three high. Nobody was right. They're running 3 high safeties. 3 to take away the deep route in the middle because that's how they was killing everybody.
They run
why?
One deep
and one post and make that safety choose either the post or the deep route. And whichever one he chooses, he's throwing to the opposite. Now they putting an extra high safety back there to take away both of those. And now there's nowhere to go.
It goes back to Mel. It's because they know for a fact they not gonna run the ball. They know for a fact they not gonna run the ball.
Let me ask you this though: do you really think that Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady would come to the offensive line, look at something that's been killing them all week or all season long, and still say, "Hey, let's stay in this play and go deep"? Or do you think they would go ahead and check down or
to a run,
audible to a run?
Yeah, it probably would.
And that's what I'm saying. Team it's not just it's just not the play calling. Teams know that Pat Mahomes wants the home run, and they know that he's going to give you the ball at some point because he's not comfortable taking the small stuff and just going upfield for 4 straight quarters. He's not going to. Eventually, he's going to run and try to extend the play and try to throw the ball while he's getting sacked or do some stupid stuff like that or run without sliding 15 yards down the field after he got the first down. Pat Mahomes is a major issue, and y'all cannot say that it's not. Of course, the philosophy on offense is part of it too, but your quarterback is killing this. He's killing the team.
He is killing the team. Mahomes is killing the team.
Whenever you play that way, whenever you play reckless things are gonna happen.
Yeah. True. But look,
we gave him a baseball team. The boy on the Royals got stake in the Royals pretty much.
You got too much on his plate.
We going down like that.
You got too much on his plate. You got this baseball team. You got a brother that's dancing on dead people's retired numbers. You got your old lady is supporting him 150% because that's her BFF.
And she crazy. And then the mama tweeting about some.
Yeah, the mama on there too.
Yeah, but I ain't see her tweet when he was throwing them picks last game.
Oh yeah, she was quiet. She got to. But look, as much as Mahomes is pressing, and I get it, and And whether you want to agree with it or not, man, there's still some play calling in there that Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy are not doing enough to help the man out. And I'm not taking away from his mistakes. The mistakes are there because he's making them. But no, Corey, I'm with you because
Eric. Remember how Eric Bieniemy was such a hot commodity at the beginning of the season? Now you ain't heard his name ever since.
Yeah, they sizzle because you see what's going on.
Yeah. So who was it? Who the 2 years that they went to the Super Bowl? Who was responsible for those wins? Or are we going to say that what Andy Reid and Bieniemy was doing was not good because they're doing the same thing?
I'm not saying it's not good. The problem is that once people have caught on and read your book and making a 100% effort to stop it, you have to adjust. You got to adjust.
You have to be able to. It has to be a liquid playbook. You have to be able to make adjustments to it, and they obviously have none.
No, they don't.
That's obvious.
They don't. But the only thing we haven't seen is them take advantage of the run game and the short passing game for a whole full game. And I see them come out in the beginning and try to do it.
Man, I swear this is when you want Alex Smith, bro. This I swear when you in a route like this, when things just ain't clicking, Alex Smith would be key right here.
Oh yeah, but you miss some of those deep plays that you get from Mahomes. But let me ask you this, Corey: do you see them at the beginning? Do you see them at the beginning of the game trying to give an effort to run the ball and to take the underneath routes at the beginning, and then all of a sudden,
the first drive?
Yeah,
the first drive.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Hey, to really answer that question, man. You kind of see them doing it, but you kind of don't because guess what? They're already down 7-0 because they put their defense on the field first.
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with being down 7-0. That's fine because
it's cool. It's cool at 7. I can live with 7.
If you down 7-0 and you got Mahomes and those receivers, you should be able to you should be able to make it 7-7. What's wrong? You know,
you got an NFL team.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Just
you're right.
Run the game plan. Hey Corey. Is there anything better than your game plan? Like, is plan B better than your game plan?
It can be if the adjustments say so. Yeah.
But listen, for the most part, if I have you doing something that's out of character for you and you don't want to do, and it's not your game plan, then I got you. It's just like when you're playing chess. You can come into a chess game with a strategy.
So the prime example, and
doing what I'm forcing you to do,
right? But the prime example of that is Tennessee in the same game, right? Their game plan 100% was to come out and pound Derrick Henry right down their throat, but they lined up with 8 in the box. So they said, okay, cool, we'll go to plan B and just lob the ball to AJ Brown. And as soon as you scoot that safety back and go to a normal defense, we're gonna ram the ball down your throat.
But they never. The key thing is they never stop running, and in order for them to get those lobs over people's head, they had to have the threat that they was going to run. Like if you just take running off the table, then those linemen are just going to pin their ears back and run full speed and come get you.
Like I said though, Mel, you have to be able to adjust. Your playbook has to be liquid. You have to be able to do it.
Problem. They just not adjusting. They actually just started making different personnel switches on defense just 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? Like if you see that your defense couldn't stop nothing the first 4 weeks, why did you wait 4 weeks to start making personnel defense changes?
They are crazy stuck in their ways, man. Like they are like, no, we're gonna do whatever the hell we want to do, and you can't stop us. But now they're getting stopped.
And that's why I can't say that the league has caught up to Patrick Mahomes because the offense is the offense that they're going to run. You know what I'm saying? And if they're not going to make adjustments. If I'm a defensive coordinator, I'm not worried about the Chiefs no more because they're going to continue to try and run the same shit that they thought worked for the last 3 years and still try to do it. That has to come down on Andy Reid, though.
That's just funny to me because Pat Mahomes is too good to not say that they've caught up to him. Is if the offense and Pat Mahomes is one and the same in my opinion. Like I've never in my whole time of watching the career of Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers ever said that the league caught up to their offense. because the league hasn't caught up to them. There is one and the same. The quarterback and the offense is one and the same. You can't separate. You can't separate
even
them
with different head coaches.
It's not.
Yeah, and that's my point. Even with different head coaches, has you ever had the thought in your mind that the league caught up to Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, when the first year that this coach that they got now was the coach when they went 3-13.
Wait, but hold on. Here's an example for Mel. To separate the two. So look at Aaron Rodgers. You saw one Aaron Rodgers with Mike McCarthy. You seen a totally different one with Matt LaFleur. And that's what I'm saying, that you can be able to separate the player from the offensive scheme that the coach brings in.
Wait.
You definitely can.
But that's my point, though, Lamar. You're making my point. Even with the coaching change and the philosophy change, did it look like the league ever caught up to whatever they were?
Yes.
Yeah. With
those
last few years with McCarthy? Are you serious?
Green Bay was horrible. Everybody's like, Aaron Rodgers. Why do you think they look terrible? They were horrible.
But
how many seasons Aaron Rodgers been NFL?
It's been a while, but even with those last 2 years with McCarthy, because that was a bad football team, Aaron Rodgers didn't have the best tight end, a top 5 receiver, and another top 5
Tyreek Hill not a top 5 receiver. Don't do that. Tyreek Hill not a top 5 receiver.
So I mean, okay, so he might not be top 5, but my point is, it was a bad football team, and Aaron Rodgers didn't have those weapons. And even when you say, "Oh yeah, they caught up with Mike McCarthy," did it ever look like Aaron Rodgers throwing picks and fumbling? Did it ever look like that?
Yes.
No, it didn't.
It looked bad with McCarthy. Yes,
Aaron Rodgers never. Aaron Rodgers never won 6 straight games with interception.
That's why they got. Boy, I don't know about that, man. Because they looked pretty bad.
When did he go 6 straight games with an interception?
They were pretty bad. They were pretty bad. I can't just tell you right off the top of my head. And in 2014, Aaron Rodgers threw six straight interceptions in 6 straight games. I can't tell you that, but I tell you this though: they got rid of Mike McCarthy for a reason, because they were declining terribly.
Yeah,
the team was.
Yes,
and the team was declining because
he actually
so they came in and brought in a new program. It's the same players, so it has to be the coaching because you got the same dudes. Right,
but
you do.
You got to listen to my point. With that decline,
I'm listening to your point, but you're not listening to mine.
Within that decline with Mike McCarthy, did you ever see a decline in Aaron Rodgers' play? Did you ever see him play as bad as Pat Mahomes is playing now? No, you didn't.
Yes.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
No, you didn't.
Like I just said, like I just got through saying, Lamar, like I'm listening to what he's saying, but I'm not agreeing. Because Aaron Rodgers looked bad with Mike McCarthy.
Facebook,
they was over there.
I agree.
They was over.
Agree with you. How long we read this? I agree with you. It's one and the same. And he's talking about the Mahomes and the offense. If Mahomes won't check that audible out of the run to a run play, the defense knows that that's catching up to him and the scheme. You got to do something different.
If my offense, right, and you're thinking about it like we just have all these runs right like in the play and
6. Well, look, we'll stop it there. We'll stop it there, Cole. We already disagree, but so right there. Call in.
Here's my question.
Give us your thought on what y'all think. Is it Pat Mahomes? Is it the offense, or is it both? Did the league catch up with Pat Mahomes, the offense, or both? Call in. Give me your thoughts. Go ahead, Lamar.
So here's my overall question to finish this segment about the Chiefs. I'm a glass half full, half empty because I think the Chiefs still have a chance to get to the playoffs, not win the division, but definitely get to the playoffs. The top teams in the AFC, they already lost to 4 of them. So that's their 4 losses. But here's the positive in this. All the top teams in the AFC got 2 losses. The Chiefs got 4. So you're not far behind. You got time to catch back up. And the extra game. So you got time.
We only
to get back in there. Yeah, well, and that's what I'm saying. You got time to correct it. Is the Chiefs, they gotta make the adjustments. So my question is to y'all are they at least a wild card?
Is it a personnel issue or is it a scheme issue?
It's
Because
both.
if it's a personnel issue, I mean, unless you're gonna make a whole bunch of trades, your defense is pretty much what it's gonna be.
Oh, the defense is what it is, and they cap room. They don't have the ability to just make a lot of changes.
Then no.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
if
man,
if Andy Reid stopped calling plays and actually give it up to somebody else that will mix the run in the pass, then I think that the offense would be okay. I don't think it's the enemy. I think it's Andy Reid.
What be enemy? Running back?
Yep.
Yeah,
the enemy was a running back.
Damn
he
well
will look out for running backs.
Yeah. I think there's your culprit.
He looked like he'd been running back to that table, running back to Waffle House. I mean, that's a. I mean, shoot.
Wow.
It ain't look like nothing to run.
Come on.
Wow. Man, that man's supposed to wait, man. Running backs ain't supposed to look like that in their 40s. You know, you're supposed to look good, man.
Hey, he not tall either. And that
he is stubby, dude.
He might be like 5'7", 5'8".
Dustin said Mahomes is turning over the ball because he's forced to force the ball. The defense doesn't get enough stops. So turnovers, the offense is fine. The defense is trash. Defense is trash. I agree with that.
I don't disagree.
I think it's a lack of building up the run game and the defense. They also in love with the arm that they're like. So
we're gonna give up 41, so we score 42.
We go score 42. That's their mentality.
That is their mentality.
That is their mentality. Absolutely.
That's exactly their mentality. That sums it up right there. Good job, Chris, because that sums up the Chiefs in a nutshell right there. Our defense is going to give up 41, so we got to score 42. Period.
Hey, before you came on, Lamar, I was talking to Corey about how I'm whooping everybody in our pick. I haven't even tallied up the points in our group, right? But I think I'm leading yours, right?
Oh yeah. You've been leading it since the beginning. No, man. Hey, move on because I don't need you to keep patting yourself on the back with some more shit.
First of all,
go ahead.
I got a question, Lamar.
Do I have a sizable league though? I want to know how much lead I got.
No, you don't have a sizable league. You probably about like 2 games up.
I'm trying to figure out why I wasn't invited to play.
That's not
good. Bro, because you got to watch the show. Got to watch ROW Sports, baby. You got to get on there.
You know what?
Get on there.
It's all good, man. I got you.
No worries. We're going to do it again next year. And you make sure you watch the show. And
I'm watching the show now.
You put your picks in. And then you go ahead and try to get a chance to get the belt.
Garbage time.
Hey, the belt looked good too, Corey.
I saw it. I like the belt. That's why I'm mad because I want the belt.
You'll see it close up once I get it. But hey, Ronald said he'll bet money that the Super Bowl loser won't make the playoffs next season either. That Super Bowl curse, losing the Super Bowl, it is a little hangover, man. It's weird.
49ers ain't make it after that.
The Super Bowl hangover.
No, y'all just got injuries, Slim. Y'all just got injuries.
The 49ers.
Part of it.
Okay, let me ask you this with the 49ers. This is year 2 that the whole team just gets depleted by injuries. Is it a strength and conditioning problem?
Yep.
Nah, they Balco Industries was out there in San Francisco. They might have been on that Barry Bonds shit, bro.
Put Trey on it right now.
Hey, you know what? It was funny is that when I pulled my first ever underway on the ship in Fleet Week, the first that we pulled into San Francisco, and Balco was selling performance supplements in the hangar bay.
No shit. Oh, you can't make that up.
No.
That's what he did.
No, that was my and like you start to remember stuff. They had this big Balco thing set up in the hangar bay. They was giving us dope.
Then why ain't you bigger than Corey? What's up, man?
Hey man, hey.
I don't know. You got that Barry Bonds head. I don't know. You kind of got that Barry Bonds head, bro.
Barry Bonds is the only person, right, that started his major league career in a 6 7/8 ball cap. By the time he finished his major league career, his ball cap was a 7 3/4.
Almost 8. But
Explain it.
And the crazy thing, he ain't even need it, bro. He ain't even need it.
He was a better hitter. He was a better hitter when he was younger.
Barry was
But
dope.
when he got older, he couldn't really run the bases like that no more. He said, I think I need to do something else. So he just started hitting home runs. You don't have to run the bases if you can just jog around them.
Facts.
It's pretty simple.
Hey, Corey, you want to answer that question after the screen, right after we finish going through some of the games from week 7. Let's hit a couple of more games, and then we'll talk about who we think will make the playoffs on both sides.
Let's just talk about the division leads and then who we think will make the wild card teams. That's the easiest way to do it.
Let's go.
All right, cool.
Okay.
You want to go through this? You want to go through the week games? Want to go through the week game first?
Because I think you wanted to talk about. I think you wanted to talk about Cincinnati and what happened with that Baltimore game. What you seen in that game?
Hey, Cincinnati is the truth.
Yeah, I can't cap on that.
Hey,
they are Bayou Bengals.
They are throwing the ball well. They are running the ball well, and they are playing solid defense. They got the trifecta. And I really expected them to go into Baltimore and lay a big fat egg, and they went in there and whooped Baltimore's ass.
Straight up.
It wasn't competitive.
Not at all.
No, they took Lamar out with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Took his ass.
Yeah.
Out.
Is it safe to say?
Keep him safe.
Is it safe to say that no one expected them to win except themselves and me? Like in the whole world. Is that safe?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. I knew he was going to do that. No,
because
hold on. Mel only said that because he was the only one in our pick'em group picked Cincinnati. He
led the whole thing up to it. Corey, I believe that you said that you want to talk about the football contest between the Bengals of Cincinnati and the Ravens of Baltimore. I think that's what you said.
Corey. No, stop it. No. Look, because before
he said that bitch so real good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that's why I was like,
I want to talk about that. No, that's what you do. That's what you did. That's what you did.
Lamar.
That's what you do.
Lamar.
Mel, I didn't see enough men down. That's what you do.
Thank you.
I didn't see enough men down. That's what you do. In any moment that you can take the.
Thank you. Thank you.
You gonna do that.
Lamar, this is the point where you say no further questions, Your Honor.
Yeah, hey, he really think that he's talking to people that don't know this show. I watch enough men down to know when Melvin Wall wants to go ahead and just pat himself on the back. But look, but no, Corey.
I do believe nobody. Hold on, Lamar. I do believe nobody actually picked the Bengals to win the game, except for nobody and me.
Bro,
get your ass out of here.
No, why
get your ass down?
Like he won't break the phone.
No, but look, Corey, you 100% right. They did exactly what I mean. Nobody expected that. And here's the thing. Here's my thing as a Chiefs fan, and I saw that Bengals game. I'm like, damn, why can't Kansas City do this? Because if you look what Burrow did, he hit Jamar Chase on the slant and let Jamar just do what he do. You telling me Tyreek Hill can't do that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, bro. And that's the thing, man. It's like even if you don't have a run game, that's cool. It's fine if you don't have just run a screen game.
Screen. You got running backs that can catch in the flat, bro.
Man, listen to me. Either one of them little fast dudes on the outside catch a quick little dart screen, just a quick one, right? Get one block and be up the field. And be gone. Don't have to. It doesn't have to be a home run though. Just give me 12. Give me 12. That's cool.
LSU was wide receiver. You.
Yeah. Anyway,
it's starting to look like
no. I want my pat me.
So, well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though, Slim, is that nobody really knew it because LSU didn't really have a quarterback. Because Jarvis Landry and Odell Beckham. I mean, you put them in Alabama somewhere, and they some killers.
They dogs.
Killers in Baton Rouge with no quarterback.
Yeah, okay.
Quarterback.
Who was the quarterback in Baton Rouge then?
What,
Was it
Mattenberger?
LSU, boy, y'all.
It was Mattenberger.
Was it called? Man, sorry,
Mattenberger.
terrible.
Hey, boy, I got the worst.
But yeah, I mean,
still got first and second, third round.
But you got that jitterbug connection, bro?
I think so.
Y'all raining down there or something?
Man.
Y'all raining down there?
I don't know. It was raining yesterday and day before yesterday, but it's been cool today. I don't know what's going on, man. My internet's trash.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but go ahead. So, Jamar Chase looked good. Burrow looked good. I'm glad I drafted him. He on the bench if y'all want to come get him. You know,
Joe Mixon looked good too.
Yeah, Mixon looked real good.
That's another thing I got right. Yeah.
Here we go, bro.
Sure.
Anyway.
Here we go. Hey, Joe Mixon looked good for a guy that's playing hurt. He had he had a hip injury or something like that. I can't remember, but he's still playing. But
playing through it.
Yeah, he's been playing through it, but still look good. And look, I was worried about Cincinnati not having enough offensive line to keep Burrow up, and that's why I was a little, questionable about getting Jamar Chase. But looks like they're being smart with the play calling to make sure you get the football out of Joe's hands.
Play action passes, especially with Smoking Joe back there running the rock.
Yeah,
it's working.
Smoking Joe throwing a JC.
Hey man, and I like Jamar Chase. Maybe Jamar Chase had that. He missed the whole season because of COVID. Maybe it's just to getting the rust out. Got it out in the preseason. It's done with. It's over.
Yeah. Oh no, he good. He good.
He got the vaccine. From defensive backs.
No, I mean, look, Cincinnati. I didn't expect this. I didn't expect to be halfway through the season, or at least in week 8. So I guess it's halfway point, and having them above 500. I didn't imagine it.
I expected Baltimore to be they're in second place now, but just because of the head-to-head. But they both got the same record. They both 5-2 or whatever.
Well, I mean, 5-2, but that's your blueprint on how to beat Baltimore now. Get ahead and take them out the run.
Yeah, I mean,
Baltimore also is missing a ton of people though. Like
they're
the
missing
games
a lot.
They won, they shouldn't have even won in the first place. It's just Lamar was spectacular. So, and you can't expect Lamar to be like that every game. You just can't expect that. I picked that game not because I think Cincinnati is a better football team. I just think they're a healthier team that that's clicking right now. But I think if Baltimore had all their horses, if
that might be a different game, of course.
If you had a full, like if Bateman never got hurt, if this wasn't his second week back, and if they didn't lose their first, second, and third string running back, and all these things, I think Baltimore
Sammy Watkins is out too.
Boy, ain't that ain't no mystery. That boy was doing the same thing in Kansas City.
Right.
They call that boy Hammy Watkins.
They down today.
Is always out.
They're down to their 6th, 7th. They're down to their 6th, 7th, and 8th running backs.
Yeah,
in Baltimore. That's tough.
They got to start a running back playing quarterback. No excuse.
It's really a patchwork backfield.
It is. No, look.
Then I don't know if you guys are really paying attention to it, but did y'all see the damn lines through the kitchen sink at the Rams? It came up a little bit short, but they tried their best. They tried their best.
You can tell he wanted. You can tell they wanted to win that game bad.
Boy,
it was close.
Because they started off with an onside kick and got it. That surprised the hell out of everybody. And then they came back with a fake punt. They were winning most of the game. I mean, going into the second half, they were winning. But the Rams finally took over. Cooper Kupp is having an amazing season.
Cooper Kupp on him, bro.
He got a lot of drops, but at the same time, he got a lot of cases. But I think the drops come from him actually turning around and looking at the ball being right here.
Right there. It wasn't like that with Jared Goff, bro. It wasn't like that with Jared Goff.
Shit out of him. Like, wow, ball. That's scary, man.
Yeah,
he's like, oh, football. Oh, shit.
That ball comes to you real fast.
It does.
How about this though? How about this though? How bad do Seattle look without Russ?
Man, they look terrible, bro. I feel
bad for Gino. I was rooting for
him. You know what? It was. I'm gonna give you this. It was raining.
Yeah.
It was raining. I don't.
That's all you got.
I got nothing. I got nothing after that. It was raining.
But here's the thing: Seattle can't run the ball, so that doesn't help. You take that. Even if you look at that DK Metcalf touchdown, had the corner actually played him up, and then that safety actually would have took a right angle, that touchdown would have never happened. So Seattle might have got blanked.
It was a blown coverage for
sure.
Yeah,
it was blown coverage. I mean, they're at that point where DK, look, bro, we just gonna throw it up and hopefully we get something. They're at that point right now. They can't run the ball. Lockett's not dynamic enough to take the pressure off the offense. So you're stuck with nothing.
Look, Russ makes a lot of those plays happen just by putting just fantastic ball placement. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of his passes, you see, they're predetermined passes. He's just putting the ball at a spot, and the receiver needs to run up under it and get it. And there's nothing that a DB or anybody can do with a perfectly placed ball. Geno Smith ain't gonna do that for you.
He can't.
I didn't even know he still was in the league, bro. I thought that was Tavares Jackson running out there.
They did look like Tavares Jackson. They did.
Did y'all know?
Hey, y'all go
did you know Tavares Jackson was dead?
No.
Yeah,
I think
he died. He died in a car wreck.
Damn.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
I ain't hear about that.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
3 years ago.
Yeah, I was looking. I was like, "Where is Tavares Jackson?" I googled his name.
Oh, you thought that was him too?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. I knew that was Geno. Sorry ass.
There was so many other number 7s I thought about before Geno Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah. It might as well be him. Hey, look, I got one thing to say. Y'all go hate me for this, man. So what you just described about Russ, right? I mean, I just have to go back, man. Does that mean that they figured out the offense, or did they figure out Russ?
No, because Russ has
figured out.
Russ has been pretty booty cheeks in a couple of years, and they haven't changed their coaches at all. They just added more players.
Did they figure out Russ?
No. Nobody ever figured out Russ.
See, think about all the quarterbacks is up here that we put Mahomes at. We've never heard no one say that they got figured out. But I digress.
Yeah, you should digress because that Seattle offense has been booty cheeks.
It's been the same offense since Pete Carroll been in there, bro. Don't do that, Mel. Don't do that, Mel. Team Mel's
trying it.
Oh my God.
Russ has looked pretty terrible in some games. Russ has looked terrible.
What you mean Russ has been booty?
About two. Yeah. Russ being the MVP discussion every 5 games of the season.
The
season first starts.
And then the second half of the season starts.
Yeah, he does. Trust me.
And then Russ falls off because he's pressing, because he's the only thing that can get the team to that level.
Ass whooped.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's why the hell you think Russ want the hell up out of there?
Exactly.
Because Seattle want the hell up out of it.
So Russ much
won't be there next year.
How my high school career was, my grades was always good at the beginning of the year just so I can play basketball. After that, grades was booty. Hey, who this? Mitch, what's up? Who called?
Man, you already know it's Mitch, man. What's happening?
Mitch, what's going on, man?
What's happening?
Ain't nothing, man.
What's up?
I knew it.
Ain't nothing, man.
Hey, man,
what's up, Mitch?
What about them Saints and what about Seattle?
You proud of that?
Man, no, I'm not proud of that. You know I'm not proud of that. I am proud of
you. You called with a really proud voice,
Mitch. I got to fuss with him tomorrow. Y'all talk.
I'm proud. You cannot hear what I just said. Don't cut me out now. I'm proud of a defense to play a whole game. Our defense played a whole game
against the bad news Bears. Like who did y'all stop?
Hey. Who we didn't stop? Who did we stop? We didn't stop. No. I mean, look.
They get paid for 4 quarters.
Offense.
What's the quarterback's name for the replacement?
For 4 quarters, but it's amazing. It's amazing how this season, how we could go up and hold the lead until the fucking 4th quarter, and all of a sudden the score get ran up. I don't understand the shit, but I also do understand the shit. Our defense be on the field too long, and I guess that's the reason why they actually played a whole game. The defense
I
was
agree with that.
On point.
I agree with that, Mitch. And you know why? Because yesterday, man, until I sat down and actually started watching the game, you know, I completely forgot that Alvin Kamara played for the New Orleans Saints. I forgot who he was.
That was, but we can't win games like that. We can't win with that, bro. We did that one year with.
You can't win with Jameis.
You know what the Saints did. You know what the Saints did last night. This is what the Saints did last night. The Saints are the ultimate front runners. They seen a team come in with no rust. The team was already bad even with rust, right? He just made it look good, right? They down their first 2 running backs. They down their starting quarterback. The defense hasn't looked good at all. Everybody talking about how Jamal Adams gets exposed in the secondary. So they already knew coming in, hey, man, we got some chumps. And all of a sudden they start talking all this trash about how they ain't gonna let nobody run on them and all this stuff. Where was that when they got shellacked by Carolina?
Don't forget about that, though. You got to remember, a lot of our players were out for Carolina, bro.
Okay.
Including our coaching.
Well, they was out talking a lot when they was about to face the bad news Bears.
But even with that being said, how many yards that man had in that game? How many yards that man had in that game rushing, bro?
Who? Seattle Collins? Oh, I know exactly how many.
For Carolina.
Carolina.
McCaffrey,
Sam Darnold.
They won the game, but in the same, the talk about running on New Orleans is that shit is really that they really hold their weight. They like that holds their weight. You can't run on us, bro.
Okay, I get that.
Like that's facts. I mean, that commentator was going a little ham last night. I was listening to him, but the facts are there. You're not gonna run on.
Okay, I give you that.
Hey, that's all y'all got in New Orleans is that defense.
That interior line. That interior line and Marshawn Lattimore. That's it.
That's it. Because if you stop,
they got more. They got more than Lattimore in the secondary.
No. But what I'm saying is
they too deep in the secondary.
No, what I'm saying is if you stop Alvin Kamara, where's your offense coming from?
Yeah, and you are right, man.
We did that one year when.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Mitch. Did we lose him?
I said, yeah, one year we came in and we did the same thing with Kamara. We basically ran the motherfucker like a scarlet dog. Like, we gave him the ball every time the play was like we did that shit.
Yeah.
That shit only lasted for 3 games.
Yeah. He was running and he was y'all number.
He was running and catching,
Bro, I saw him do that. I saw him do that little jog down the field last night, breaking tackles. I said, "Damn, that's Alvin Kamara. I forgot about that dude."
Yeah, but I'm saying
he got a commercial where he's picking up trash through the city too.
But I'm telling you, if you stop Alvin Kamara, where's your offense coming from?
Yeah, and that's our biggest problem right now. We don't really have no receivers, bro. That's like our biggest problem. I'm not gonna lie to nobody. Like I told him at the beginning of the season, I thought we would have one receiver that breakout, and we do have him, but he still can't get separation.
Yeah,
I can't look at him as a.
You talking about Callaway?
Yeah,
I thought Callaway was gonna be. I thought he was gonna be.
I thought he was gonna be a beast, bro. I thought he was gonna be a year.
Where the hell is Slant Man?
Can't get separation, bro.
He's still hurt.
I'm tired of people.
I don't know what's Slant Man there, man. He need to hurry up though.
He's still hurt.
He got a 2-year injury.
We looked at the situation as far as they was like, yeah, get Michael Thomas back, and I'm like, who?
Slant Man. Slant Man got a 2-year injury. Where the hell is he at?
Oh man,
he's still hurt, bro.
Slant Man ain't trying to play for the Saints, bro. There's a problem in the front office with him and the Saints, bro. That dude is not trying to touch the field. It's to the point where he ain't even took the shot yet. He ain't took the vaccine shot yet.
Yeah. He
ain't going along with nothing right now. Everything's being played. Matter of fact, you know when it's a problem when the coach get asked about him, and the coach just say no. Next subject. Like he ain't give no information about it. He ain't talk about dude asked him like is Michael. It was just automatic. No, next question. That lets you just know that it's an issue.
They need to go ahead and cut him
in
in.
the field, bro.
Go ahead and cut him.
Nah, they not gonna cut him. You trade him.
You gotta trade him. But what you gonna? I mean, right now,
I take Slant Man in Kansas City right now. Come on.
You know what? That's a perfect fit because they need some.
Another receiver.
Hey, look. Trade him right now. Hey, slants is what we need in Kansas City, and who's better to run this slant than him? They ain't gonna get nothing out of it. That's true.
Right now, Mike Thomas is going for a 4th round pick at best.
Yep.
I ain't seen you play in 2 years.
I mean, that's fine. I'll take a 4th rounder. I'll take a 4th rounder. But you got to give me maybe 2 4th rounders or 4th.
Nah, I don't even want the rounders back. Just take his salary off my hands. Just take his salary off my hands.
Because he getting paid.
He getting paid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And the Saints need the cap room.
Why they ain't even. Man, I ain't trying to get that man right now.
Let's hit one more before we move to basketball and then end it, man. Mitch, appreciate the call, bro.
Let's go. Let's go with these division. You want to go with these division leaders, Mel?
Yeah.
So we can talk about the playoffs. All right. So
I'm sorry. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead. I got you.
All right. So the East, Buffalo is leading the division at 4-2, and the next available team after that is New England at 3-4. So they win in that division by a couple of games. Cincinnati and Baltimore are tied up top at 5-2, with Cincinnati having the tiebreaker because they won the head-to-head. Tennessee's at 5-2. They are, and they rolling hot. And then,
hey, but look out for Indy. They're heating up, bro.
Indy is playing good football. And what's good? Did you see Carson Wentz? Carson Wentz started playing some football, baby. That's his kind of game. That's his game, though. That muddy game.
Hey, Corey. He stopped the turnovers.
He did. I'll give him that. You know how he stopped the turnovers?
Run the ball.
He gives the ball to Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor. And that's a good option.
and then the Raiders are in first place with a half a game lead over the Chargers. Chargers had to bye, right? The Chargers would be in first place because the Chargers won the head-to-head.
Yeah, we'll be undefeated if the Chargers didn't have to bye.
They would.
Go ahead.
Hey. So this year, how many wild cards? You get three. You get 3 wild card teams. Here we go with this bullshit.
Here we go, Court. No, hold on. I know.
I tried to keep talking. I tried to keep talking.
Stop.
I tried to keep talking.
Stop. No, Corey. Keep going. Keep going because I know exactly what you're saying.
Wait.
I know exactly what they're about to say. Right?
No, we're not doing that, Mel. We're not doing that,
man. Because y'all called me. No, y'all called me Crazy Joe. Now y'all got to call me Batman. Listen, you said who was leading the division?
Hey, keep it moving, Corey. Keep it moving, bro. Keep it moving, bro.
You saw how I tried my best.
I know you did, bro.
You heard me?
I know you did, bro. I know, bro.
I tried my best.
I know, bro.
I tried my best. So,
I know, bro.
You get this year you get 3 wild card teams. You get your 3 wild card teams. So everybody has to play a wild card team except for the number 1 overall seed. Right now in the AFC, the number 1 overall seed would be either.
I think it'd be Cincinnati.
It would probably be Cincinnati with the number 1 overall seed. So they would get the bye week.
They're not gonna keep that.
No, but I think they can win that division. I think so. And the reason I think they can win that division is because I think Baltimore will run into some tough games. But Cincinnati has already shown you they can beat Baltimore head to head because it wasn't even close. It wasn't even close. You got all your divisional games now are home games. Cincinnati's not. Cleveland's not the same team. Baker Mayfield is out. It looks like he's gonna be out for the foreseeable future. And then both of your running backs are hurt too with hamstring injuries. So that's a sensitive injury that's a sensitive injury also. So they played everybody away. The rest of they tough games are gonna be at home. Hey man, Cincinnati gonna come out with a high seed. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
Cincinnati,
that
they go fumble the bag though. They go fumble.
I think so. I think they'll be all right. I think that the toughest team right now to go see in the AFC is probably Tennessee.
Yeah, you ain't trying to go to Nashville right now.
No,
I'm still mad. That quarterback didn't deserve all that money, but
no. I mean, Derrick Henry is the quarterback and the running back, but also
and the safe.
But also, I'm gonna tell y'all this now. My favorite team to come out of the AFC and be the number 1 seed
Chargers
is the Chargers.
I knew you was gonna say that.
They tough. They tough.
They got
2 good receivers and they can run the ball and they play good defense.
Yeah, but Mike Williams, he missed that game against Baltimore.
He'll be back. They had a bye week too this week.
This my thing, Corey. It always take when a young quarterback is emerging, they never come and just take the reins and get over the hump that first year. They always fumble when they get in that when it comes down to the pressure situation. It takes them a while, man. It took Peyton a while, and you know it's just.
It didn't take Mahomes long in his first year.
No, it didn't. It didn't. But,
I think it had a lot to do with Patrick Mahomes learning from Alex Smith. I just think he forgot.
Of course.
Yeah, I forgot he was back there. Yeah.
I think he forgot those things that he learned. So right now, your wild card teams would be either the Chargers or the Raiders. So it would be the Chargers because the Raiders have one more game, so they win in the division. Your next wild card team would be Baltimore, and then you have 3 teams at 3 and 4. Excuse me, and your third playoff team would be Cleveland. So at 4 and 3 right now. If the season wins today, but the Cleveland is running out of gas.
They're running out of gas, yeah.
Now they just got to get healthy. They just got to get healthy.
Yeah,
they just
Andy's on the roll. The Patriots are at 3 and 4 as well, so they're within striking distance. And Pittsburgh is at 3 and 3. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Who y'all Super Bowl picks right now?
Hold on.
We're gonna get to that.
Okay. We're gonna get to
Los Angeles and California.
The second in the NFC with the NFC East, you got Dallas at 5 and 1. You got Green Bay in the North at 6 and 1. You got Tampa Bay at 6 and 1, and you got Arizona at 7 and 0. Your wild card teams, if the wild card would start right now, you got the Rams at 6 and 1, New Orleans at 4 and 2, and Minnesota at 3 and 3.
That's tough, man. That Arizona, Green Bay, Dallas. That's tough, bro.
Tough. And the Rams too, because the Rams only got 1 loss.
Well, let's be honest. The NFC North, South, and East, those divisions, they're locked. Dallas, that's their division.
True.
In the East. In the South, that's Tampa Bay's. In the North, that's Green Bay's. I think those divisions are locked.
Okay.
Yeah.
The West isn't, because you got 2 teams right now. Even though Arizona got the tiebreaker on the Rams, I think the Rams can get them back in the next game. They're gonna have to split that series.
But they got to go to Arizona and play them, and that's
which is true.
Which is true. Tough in Arizona.
But here's the thing about Kyler. Kyler did the same thing his rookie year and the last couple of years. He starts off hot. Yeah. He starts off hot, and then he'll get a little injury because you know his stature or whatever it is. He take too many hits, and then about the second half of the season, that team as a whole, because he's the engine of it, starts slowing down. So they got to sustain it. They're not going to be undefeated, but
no, they're not. But they're playing. They made good adjustments on defense in the offseason.
They did,
and they added AJ Green, and AJ Green is like he don't have to be the man no more. He's single covered. He can just be AJ Green. He can just go out there and run routes and catch footballs. That's all they got to do.
And out there.
No, they're using AJ Green's mind in that wide receiver room, because that wide receiver room is young as hell, and so you take his knowledge of what he knows.
That's why I don't understand why I would have kept what's colored around.
Larry Fitzgerald. I would have cut Larry.
Yeah, well.
I would have kept him around for a minute.
But
wide receiver.
If you had Larry there, you probably don't get Green though.
Oh no, you don't.
Because just by Larry, just his presence, you want him on the field, right?
True.
It was the same. It was the same thing. Hines Ward had to get out of Pittsburgh, so Antonio Brown can take over.
It's true.
So
it's true.
Yeah.
Imagine AJ Green in Cincinnati right now.
So if
they wouldn't use him.
No,
they wouldn't
not
use
at
him.
all.
So I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna say AFC Championship game, NFC Championship game, and we'll go from there. So in my AFC Championship game right now, if I had to make the game right now, I would say Tennessee versus the Chargers.
Ooh.
Who got home field?
Who would have home field? Probably Tennessee.
All right.
It's easier to sustain what they're doing. It is. Now, barring injury, because if Derrick Henry get hurt,
he ain't getting hurt.
Yeah.
He ain't getting hurt.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put my money on it.
Yeah, that's tough. Because, I mean, if he get hurt, then I don't know what Tennessee does, because you can't count on Ryan Tannehill. He done already showed you that this season.
I have to go get DeMarco Murray again.
In the NFC.
That boy Slim said, "Who is Bobo the fool?" I don't know who Bobo is.
In the NFC. Oh man.
That's tough. That's tough, dog.
Bobo the fool is him trying to pick these NFC picks right now.
So, hey, can we back up though, real quick though?
Mm-hmm.
So, out of the Bengals, Raiders, Titans, Bills, Ravens, and Chargers, you think that the Chargers can get through that gauntlet and get to the championship?
Yes, I do. Before those other teams can. Yes.
So no Buffalo, even like at least Jared Allen's been there before.
I like Buffalo too, and I like them a lot. But I don't think Buffalo can beat Tennessee. I don't think if they played again right now, they couldn't beat Tennessee.
They showed it the last 3 years they can't beat Tennessee. Tennessee got their number.
They come on. That was a bad decision from going into OT, and who knows what happened.
But what happened the time before that, and the time before that, and the time before that?
Tennessee been dominating Buffalo the last couple of times they met up.
It's not tough.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Based on what we've seen so far, if they meet in the playoffs, I'm probably picking Buffalo.
Really?
Yeah.
Because all they're gonna do is just keep the ball out of Jared Allen and Diggs' hands. That's all they're gonna do is just run the ball.
Derrick Henry gonna have 40 carries, bro.
Oh yeah, he'll have 45 carries in the play. Remember, Tannehill got that big ass contract off of averaging 112 yards passing in the playoffs.
Right.
But Derrick Henry,
he got a big ass contract for turning around, taking 3 steps and handing Derrick Henry the football.
Hey, I'm with you, but it's just
tough. You saying Buffalo? So you saying
so far from what I'm saying, of course that might change later, but I'm liking Buffalo and I'm liking the Ravens.
Did you just see what happened to the Ravens?
Yeah, I did. Call me crazy. It's the playoffs though.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's Lamar Jackson. That's his MO. Go to the playoffs and choke away a win. You want to be Tennessee and game plan and try to figure out, this dude running on you. You want to figure that out as Tennessee?
Yeah, but with Tennessee, it's not just that no more. If you try to just game plan for Derrick Henry, there's still Julio Jones and AJ Brown on the outside. What are you gonna do with that? What are you gonna do with that?
I get that, and watch the name drop for Julio Jones because he ain't done nothing yet. But I'm saying to.
Hey, come on, man. That's not fair. He dropped 200 on Seattle. That's not nothing. That's nothing.
Look, out of all the people in the playoffs, there's X factors that probably would give you headaches as a defensive coordinator. I would say Derrick Henry is one, but I would say Lamar Jackson is another one as well. Don't nobody want to. I would rather game plan.
No, you're
nobody
right, man.
Wants to face that. No, I agree with that. I agree with that.
I agree with you, man. I agree with you.
I agree with that. I do agree with that. Nobody wants a game plan for Lamar Jackson. That is a rough.
That's a headache. It's a headache.
You don't know what the hell he's gonna do.
Yeah. So if I'm thinking about the Chargers and all these other teams, and I'm thinking about which quarterback scares me the most is Lamar Jackson, man. It ain't gonna be Hubert in his first playoff. It ain't gonna be Joe Burrow in his first playoffs, and it definitely ain't gonna be Tannehill.
No, it won't be
That's
Tannehill.
true.
But Derrick Henry takes the place of Tannehill in the playoffs anyway. So you have to say, do you want to face Derrick Henry?
I like that. That was
Justin
good,
Herbert,
Corey.
or
That
Joe
was
Burrow.
good, Corey.
You
That
have
was
to.
good, dog. I
You have
like
to.
that. I like the way you flipped that.
I think
And
that's
I would.
Dustin
And
said.
I would.
Dustin said Lamar go turn up. He said Derrick Henry. Yeah, not Derrick Henry, but Derek Carr turn up, but take Derek over me. All Raiders over everything. Okay, Dustin's a Raiders fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Watch out for that. Okay.
Hey, and I tell you what, and I tell you what though, like the Raiders, right? The Raiders have a good formula. They running the ball pretty good, right? But Waller is a matchup nightmare for anybody.
Yeah.
And then you got these little receivers running around, and they playing pretty decent defense. It's not bad what they're doing. But you also saw against the Chargers tore that ass up.
They tore.
Well, they was going through stuff.
No,
okay.
damn that.
They was going.
Yeah, they had Wi-Fi.
They was going through some things.
No,
they
I like Arizona and Buffalo in that Super Bowl.
No, Chargers tore up the Raiders, and that wasn't even the game. That score is not even indicative on how dominating the Chargers was on that football game.
Yeah.
Hey,
let's go NFC real quick, and then let's talk about the Lakers.
My championship game, my NFC championship game. I mean, name a more rounded team than Dallas right now.
I'm not gonna argue that.
I'm taking Dallas and Green Bay in the NFC championship game.
If it's Dallas and Green Bay, then Aaron Rodgers gets to the Super Bowl.
I don't know.
Hey, this is the last dance for this whole roster on Green Bay, especially with
and
Aaron
the crazy
Rodgers.
part. And here's the crazy part about it: if he don't make it to the Super Bowl, then he's out of Green Bay.
I think he's out regardless.
You think if they win the Super Bowl, he's still gone?
Hell yeah!
They go fire that GM and keep Rodgers
and keep it going.
They better. So why not Tampa? Why not? And I'm just asking, why not Tampa?
Tampa's secondary looks horrendous, but
It's
they're
trash.
still winning. They're bad.
That?
I don't think they can overcome that. That secondary is bad.
You don't think if the D line healthy and those linebackers healthy, they can wreak havoc in the playoffs?
Yeah, but Levante David ain't. Levante David's out.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been out too.
With Arizona, like you almost like they almost. I mean, yeah, and it wouldn't be a bad pick, but you almost think like they got a hiccup sooner or later.
They did last year.
They got to.
Yeah, and
I tell you what,
they better do it sooner than later.
If they mess around, and get this number one seed and play in Arizona the whole playoffs, watch out.
They're gonna get that number one seed.
Watch out. And with the Rams, I'm telling you, it's gonna come down. It's gonna crash and burn.
Boy, you crazy. That take. Hey, Lamar, how much life support is that take on Lamar?
That take is not on life support because what did I tell you? I said two things. I said they was gonna lose to Arizona.
Mel. Hey, that take on straight coma. It's been on coma for 8 weeks, bro.
How's it on a coma? How's it on a coma? And the first thing I said was the take happened. Did I not say that?
The doctors is trying to plead.
You gotta acknowledge
sir,
that.
can we just pull the plug on it or not?
Yeah.
Can we pull the plug yet? The doctors is trying to debate with you. They're trying to reason with you. They saying Corey. Can we pull the plug on it?
Yeah,
Can we pull the plug on it?
Lamar, did I not say that?
Hey, Corey, you got 1/10 of your take right.
I only made two takes.
You said one was the playoffs.
I mean, you got a horrible percentage.
I did say that.
Yeah, you said that, man.
One, I said, well, if two happens, then that three will absolutely happen. One. My first take was that they're not even the best team in their division, which they're not.
Okay.
They're not.
As of right now.
My second take was that Matthew Stafford wasn't going to stay healthy. We only in week 8.
Right, and then
we got 9 more weeks to go.
Hold on,
third
but what was the most important part of that take, though?
Once two
49ers was going to make it.
Once two happens, 3. Nobody saw the 49ers was all going to have 14 more players on injured reserve. Who saw that?
I saw they weren't going to make the playoffs. I'm just saying.
I thought that they would definitely make it. If they stay healthy.
I'm just saying most of my hot takes are coming to future.
If they stay healthy, if the 49ers stay healthy, they're winning. Hell, even Trey Lance is hurt.
Yeah.
49ers.
They had to go back to Jimmy Garoppolo. That's terrible.
You also said Seattle was going to make it too.
And Russ ain't there.
But listen, Corey.
Russ ain't gonna be there.
Listen to the irony of your take of you saying that the Rams are going to crash and burn because Stafford was going to get hurt, and here it is.
Yeah.
Both the teams you said was going to do better than them. They the one who end up getting hurt. That's just that's just ironic. You can't. I mean, you can't script that, Lamar.
It's week 8. And I also said the Rams were the best team in the
still trying to plead with them. Corey, can we just pull the plug?
Y'all keep talking about that. Hey, what happened when they played? What happened when they played Arizona?
Hey, boy, you better have a hell of a bill
Lamar,
coming from the hospital from this one.
Lamar, what happened when they played Arizona?
No, you're right. You got that one.
Now
right.
wait. Now wait for 2. Now just wait. Just wait.
No. Hold on, Corey. You're waiting to see and hope that they happen. Because Matthew Stafford you can
is a
make
Dallas
that
boy,
take actually stick, bro.
Matthew Stafford's a Dallas boy, and I support everything Dallas, 100%.
Right.
He's a Dallas boy, but he can't stay healthy.
I got you. Let's do this. Let's shift because I got to roll. Got about 5 minutes.
Oh Lord.
Let's shift to the NBA. Speaking of teams that getting out to a slow start, the Nets and the Lakers are like both 1 and 2, and they don't look good. So let's get Lakers first.
Damn, also we ain't bring it up.
I got the most important question of the whole evening.
Well,
how is LeBron a billionaire and can't get that little patch of hair to grow, and he hasn't been giving it up?
Hey, Slim, I'm gonna let you roll. I'm gonna let you roll with this first, and then I want to hear Lamar on what you see from the Lakers so far.
Because I remember when they signed all them people.
I'm just
Did we ever find out why AD and freaking Dwight Howard was getting into it?
No, I got a opinion on it, but
you got a theory.
Please share that opinion.
I think that well, first of all, Dwight was frustrated from a play that just happened, right? Something that him and Rondo had a mix up on. But I think that AD is determined not to play in the post and get dirty down low. And I think that playing against Phoenix and DeAndre Ayton, you have to. And Ayton was just having his way on the glass and controlling the paint. And I think Dwight was trying to tell him, man up. And AD didn't like it.
I mean,
if that's me though, if I'm Dwight Howard, then I look at him, you see how you grab me and push me? Do him like that. Let him stop doing you like that. Yeah, do that on the court.
Right. Yeah. Dwight was it was another way of Dwight to make his point. I just wanted to see if you could do it. Now do that on the court.
I thought my theory would be wild, but that sounds about right. I done got in a fight like that. Like, oh, you gonna boss me around? Nah, hit him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Take it personal. I thought you was going on the deep end. I thought I was gonna have to reel you back in, but nah, that makes sense. It must be Halloween. You playing me right now, playing you. That make all the sense. That make all the sense in the world, bro.
That's what it looked like. But what you see on the floor? What you see on the floor though?
Chaos. I see freaking chaos, bro. And I'm not trying to. I ain't felt the same about the Lakers since LeBron got there, but so I'm gonna try to take that bias out. But it's hard for me not to, because for one, I think you should see what Westbrook do. I know you don't he don't have a free reign. He can't play with cuffs on. This dude trying to be a free man with one cuff tied to the steering wheel, like goddamn. I don't remember what that movie was, but he tied to the steering wheel. He can't do nothing. I think you gotta let him see what is going for.
Let him run around with no structure like a chicken with his head cut off.
That's why you take all the other boys and let them fight on the bench. Because they look old. They look old.
For a point guard to only be able to flourish with no structure, that says something, right? So if I got to let it be chaos on the court and just let it be razzle dazzle in order for you to look good, and that's kind of what Iverson was, man. Hey, look, let it be razzle dazzle. Nobody else shoot the ball. Let Iverson just do whatever he want, and that's how he strive. But when you put him in Denver with Carmelo and you got George Karl trying to run a system, he looked a little bit less spectacular. He was still good.
Funny, I got both those jerseys sitting on side me. Go ahead.
Yeah, but he looked less spectacular, and that's what Russ is. Russ need a look. You can do whatever you want, Russ. You got free range to everything. I know you can't shoot, but you can still take 25 shots a game, and that's how he succeed. And it's not even a good formula for him because even when he was doing it, the only thing that was successful was his numbers. The win column wasn't affected by it.
They was in the playoffs though.
They won more than they were supposed to. You don't think, huh?
He only missed the playoffs twice in his career.
He was only the number one 3 times.
He was the number one in Oklahoma. They was making the playoffs.
I think
he was the number one. They made the playoffs one time. When he was the number one
in OKC. When KD was in OKC, Russ was not the number one. He was the number
when he
one
got hurt.
When KD got hurt and Russ got the MVP. He was the number one. They didn't make the playoffs that year. I don't think
they made the playoffs.
No, they made the playoffs.
They made the playoffs.
He's not a good guy to marry, but he's a good guy to have on the side.
He's a good side.
He should be there in spurts. Yeah, let him run.
If your team is bad and you have no other guys, Russ is good for that team. But if you have guys, you don't need Russ. You better off with Rondo.
But if them guys 50.
Yeah, and that's the whole problem. Is I don't think they got guys. I think they thought they might have had guys, but
they got AD and LeBron. Those are got the Melo.
Conditioning is superb.
Melo is the only one that really seemed like he hooping. LeBron and AD have showed up. LeBron and AD have showed up in one game.
Melo got the exact opposite problem with Mahomes.
Well,
Melo ain't shy.
Well, hold on. Here's one thing. Here's one thing we're missing. Well, you kind of touched on it, Mel. The Lakers' issue is when you got big bodies like AD and Dwight Howard, they're getting out muscled in the paint, points in the paint, rebounds.
Let's not even count AD as a big guy. Let's just count him as
yeah, but he's still a forward. He's still a forward, though.
He's Dirk.
And that's fine. I get it. But still, you 7 foot. I still need you to get rebounds. I still need you to at least, get some kind of points in the paint.
It's not happening if I just something that I don't do.
It's not that he can't do it. I don't think he just. I think he doesn't want to.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say.
I think he doesn't want to.
I think he can do it. I just think he don't want to.
And I think what it is because I think in his mind, if he goes in the paint, he's going to get hurt, which has been his MO.
It might be.
Yes, it
got hurt.
It might be a mental thing. And then in Brooklyn got too much going on, man. You got a militant, and you don't want to take no shots. You got all kinds of shit, man.
Yeah, but that still shouldn't be the excuse of why you're not playing ball. You got to play ball. If he's not there, he's not going to be there. That's already been determined.
And I don't even know why you count on him.
But that's what I'm saying.
For the rest of the season.
It's already been determined Kyrie's not playing, so you should already be in the mindset of what we got here is it until they make a move at trade deadline or whatever. This is what we got, so let's make a plan and see what we can do. But here's one thing: Harden's not getting to the line. He's not getting those calls ever since the NBA kind of adjusted those little rules on, offensive players kind of shifting their bodies when they shoot and trying to get the fouls and shit. That was because it's James Harden.
That was because of him. Yeah,
that was because
James
of him.
Harden rule.
So
yes. We've been calling that for years, though.
But he's not getting those calls, and he hasn't adjusted to it. He needs to adjust to how they're calling the games, and he'll be fine.
I got a question, and
no matter what, he can still shoot.
Oh well, yeah.
I might have missed it because I missed like the last 30 minutes of last week. Did y'all touch on Ben Simmons?
I can't even remember.
Joel Embiid kind of fixed it though. He said that's his boy. He's the brother.
Well, he ain't
didn't fix shit.
Boy. You don't think he'll be nice in New Jersey, in Brooklyn?
No. Well,
why not?
Well, not for Kyrie. I wouldn't give up
Kyrie's coming. He's going to Philly in my mind.
I don't mean to cut you all off, but we was just talking about AD, and they already got the clip that this man is going down holding his knee already.
Oh man, I hate
that's ball game.
I hate to hear that.
That's
but
ball
look,
game.
So to answer your question though, Slim, okay, yes and no, because I think that Brooklyn losing Jeff Green was a major contributor in how bad they look right now. Jeff Green cleaned up a lot on the defensive end because he could guard the post and the perimeter. He was really good defender, and you don't lose nothing offensively with him on the court because he could also knock down a three, and he was a good slasher. Jeff Green was an amazing piece of the puzzle, so they should have never got rid of him. Now their best defender on the perimeter might be Doodoo Brown, right? Bruce Brown, right? And he's a little guy, right? That's your best defender. He's not long in range, right? So they lose that. They don't. Patty Mills is not a defender. KD's probably the second best defender behind Doodoo Brown. Aldridge can't guard. Millsap's fat. He can't keep up. He's old. And Blake Griffin don't have a lateral movement either. They don't have no one on the defensive end that's even defensive minded.
So you're saying it's a personnel issue there?
Part of it is. Now would Ben Simmons help that part of it?
Yeah.
Yes, he would give you defensively more than what Jeff Green gave you. So that'll be good. However, that team was built to overpower you offensively. And without Kyrie, that team is structured wrong because Kyrie is part of overpowering people offensively.
Yep.
Right. So
yes, because he takes the guard defense because James Harden is not going to play defense for you.
So shouldn't that be on them to? I mean, I know across sports, but with Mahomes, they wouldn't be that without that. So you kind of gotta
adjust.
I would think with him.
I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying?
But here's the final piece of the issues with them. James Harden is out of shape more than he's affected by this new rule change on how they're calling fouls. He's fat and out of shape.
The
he
season to get into shape.
No. Remember, he messed his hamstring up real bad where he could barely walk. So this summer,
and you're talking about in the playoffs. Okay,
in the playoffs. So instead of being like Durant was like, I'm playing in the Olympics. I'm staying in shape. He had to nurse a leg injury and couldn't do no cardio and couldn't even work on his basketball game. The only thing he did was work on his ham
rehab.
And now you throw him in the season and he's already a thick joker. So imagine how he balloons up with no cardio over the summer. He's not game ready right now. You can tell his timing is off. He don't have no lift. He can't blow by nobody. It's just not there. And then Brooklyn plays horrible offense as well. They don't have a fluid offense. The only person who looks good in that offense is Patty Mills and KD.
Because I still can't jump off my Ben Simmons being the most valuable in 25. I can't let that go. I gotta ride it.
I'm gonna give that to LaMelo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I like him. I can't cap on that. LaMelo look something. He looked like something different right now.
And
bro.
I take Luke. I take Luke over Ben Simmons too.
No,
I would.
But
because
you don't like Rumble.
No, I
part
do.
of it was situation based.
Mm-hmm.
Ben Simmons could never be the best player on that team, and that team still run. he got to be the second or third, which is a situation like Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
I think
is he really the would he be the second or the third? He definitely wouldn't be the first or the second. He possibly could be the third. Possibly.
He better be behind KD
and Harden whenever Harden decides to stop eating cupcakes. Hey, you see what Zion weighed over 300?
Oh yeah, that gumbo.
Nah. He don't want to be in New Orleans, bro.
Slim, you stupid.
Hey, that's not gumbo, man. That dude eating people.
Honey bun.
Ain't no way no gumbo can do that.
Honey bun.
He don't want to be in New Orleans, bro.
1 week, you'll gain 25.
Hey, Lamar, let me tell you something. Nothing has anything in New Orleans to do with his love for honey bun. He's been loving them honey buns since high school. In the microwave, a little bit of butter on. I'm telling you,
and
soften them joints up.
And they call them beignets.
Get out of here, Corey! Shut your ass off, boy. Go, fool. He said in the microwave a little bit of butter. Oh yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, Corey know about them honey buns.
Melvin.
Yeah.
Melvin. What if I always call Zion the honey bun? Since the honey bun. Listen, it is nothing. It is nothing for him to come in. I mean, listen. It is. I expect him. It's gonna be one season where he come into camp at 300.
Hey,
it's not that far away.
Y'all,
and that's just him.
Clarence Weatherspoon.
I remember Clarence. He wasn't chubby like that. Clarence was cut up before he started putting his weight on.
I bet you he reminded you a lot of Robert Tractor Trailer.
10 years too early.
Yeah.
Robert Tractor Trailer. That's who he remind me of.
Oh, he took all the money out of Mexico.
Hey, Slim, we go end it here, but I want to say this one thing, Slim. The Lakers just beat San Antonio in overtime by 4 points. LeBron didn't play, and Russ had 33.
And AD holding his
rebound.
And AD holding his knee.
8 assists, only 3 turnovers.
How many rebounds?
10.
And AD went down holding his knee.
AD had 35 and 17 rebounds. The blueprint's there.
Oh, man.
Let me go watch these highlights, man. But hey,
look at this fool.
Thank y'all for tuning in, man. And we got to get up out of here, man. We'll see y'all next Tuesday. Peace.